Where am I? How did I get to this strange place?
I'm also not sure how I got here, but maybe we are here for some common reason. What's your name and where do you come from?
My name is Frank Lloyd Wright. I'm an American architect.
What a coincidence. My name is Mies van der Rohe, and I'm an architect too. I'm German, but I have done some work in the United States as well as Europe.
Oh yes? What sorts of buildings in Europe have you done that represent your work well? Maybe I'm familiar with your style.
I'm particularly proud of a house I did for the two Gandhack family. I designed it to be beautifully modern and luxurious, but still be as functional as possible.
What did you do to accomplish that?
Well, the house is basically a giant transparent cube. I used an open framework made of iron so I could leave the interior spaces nearly free of supporting structures.
That's sort of a strange approach. One of my favorite projects is almost nothing but supporting structures.
How does that work?
I had a very complicated site to work with for one of my clients. They asked me to design a house to feature an existing natural waterfall. I surprised them by creating the structure cantilevered directly over the water, so I had a lot of work to do to make sure it stayed up. I called the house Falling Water.
That doesn't sound like it would work very well.
It didn't, but it wasn't my fault. Both the client and the contractor kept changing things without telling me, and so the structure didn't have the right composition to keep itself supported.
Maybe you should have tried an approach like me. I tried hard to keep the building light and airy instead of massive.
But I wanted my building to be substantial and reflect the heavy boulders and materials from the site. In fact, much of the rock used for the building came from the site itself to help integrate it with its natural surroundings.
What other materials did you realize it in?
It's primarily a steel and concrete structure, with some decorative and structural stone and woodwork.
Well, I like your choices, but I'm not sure I agree with your approach.
I even left the client's favorite picnic spot intact and enclosed it with the building.
My Villa 2 Gandhack makes heavy use of glass and metal, which helps bring the natural surroundings inside, but not quite so literally.
Well, at least it sounds like you must be getting some natural light in there. It seems we can agree on the importance of the interplay between outdoors and indoors.
Yes, I suppose we can. And it sounds like both of our structures are very well embedded in the site, too.
Yes, but I'm confident I have a more holistic approach. Anyway, tell me, what else did you do to define the spaces inside the villa?
I included a large onyx partition and a grand curved wall of ebony. The materials I selected for the house were extremely luxurious, like marble, silk, velvet, and chrome.
That sounds a bit too ostentatious for my tastes. I prefer working with honest working man materials like wood, stone, and concrete, not tarting things up and making them go over budget.
Well, I have designed a similar structure in Barcelona which had very positive reactions, a German pavilion. It seemed to make quite an impression. Perhaps you've heard of it?
No, I don't think so. Well, I'm going to go try to figure out where I am and what I'm doing here. I feel like I'm in some twisted student fantasy. Good luck to you. Maybe you'll design some famous buildings someday.
Thanks.